Susan from the Polar Bear Room, and today I'm going to show you a video for parents and caregivers that will give you some ideas and some ways you can support language while you're reading to your child. For additional information on that, you can go to my website, Small Talk, and if you go to the page Storytime, you'll find links that will bring you to these pages, which will basically explain to you what I'm going to be doing here today. There's also a link that will give you examples of questions that you could ask while you're reading the story to your child. And there's another link that will take you to the 100 frequently used core words. These are the words that we usually focus on with our little friends and teach them and expand upon them. And my cat's here with me because it's actually his favorite chair. So typically when you're reading to your child, you'd want them to kind of snuggle up next to you, sort of like my cat is doing. But because this is more of a tutorial video, I'm going to hold the book so that it's facing you and you can see what I'm pointing to and what I'm talking about. So the story is going to be The Very Busy Spider by Eric Carle. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky trail of thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin a web with her silky thread. So at this point, I would ask basic questions. You could ask basic, what is it questions like, oh, what is that? Or what is this? What did the spider do? Or where do you think the spider is? Those types of basic WH questions. Nay, nay, said the horse. Want to go for a ride? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. So again, I would ask those basic WH questions. What's the spider doing? Making a web. Oh, what animal is talking to the spider now? Maybe a horse. Where does the horse live? On the farm. Could you think of other animals that might live on the farm? Those types of questions. Said the cow. Want to eat some grass? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. So I might ask some questions about the cow. Oh, look, so we're on a farm, and there's a cow on the farm. What was that other animal that lived on the farm? And see if your child can remember that it was the horse. You could even talk about that, a cow and a horse are both animals, but a cow gives us milk, and a horse is an animal you could ride. Just talk about the similarities and differences. Or again, you could keep it basic and just ask WH questions like, oh, what is it? A cow. And what's this? A spider. What's the spider doing? Making a web. Bah, bah, bleated the sheep. Want to run in the meadow? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Now at this point, you can even draw some attention to the fact that the web is getting a little bit bigger and a little more complex. And if your child is a little bit older, you can even ask, maybe what animal do they think might come next? And if they say, a fish or a whale, you could say, oh, but we're thinking about farm animals, and try to help them with the category piece of it. Meh, meh, said the goat. Want to jump on the rocks? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. And at this point also, you might want to draw their attention to the other animal that's been on the pages. See if they could find it. You could describe it and say that it's small and it flies, it's got wings, and see if they can narrow their focusing to the fly. Oink, oink, grunted the pig. Want to roll in the mud? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. You could ask, what did the pig want to do? Roll in the mud. And then you could even talk about, that would make the pig so... And just sort of pause and see if your child's able to fill in dirty or messy. Woof, woof, barked the dog. Want to chase a cat? Hey, that would be you, Lord. The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. And again, I would draw some attention to the fact that now the web is getting bigger. Maybe even talk about the shape. It starts out sort of looking like a rectangle, but now it looks like the spider's making a circle inside her web. Or you could ask, what shape do you see inside the web? Meow, meow, cried the cat. Want to take a nap? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Quack, quack, called the duck. Want to go for a swim? The spider didn't answer. She now had finished her web. Now you can talk about maybe the web size. You can go back to, I believe it's this page, and talk about how small the circle is in the web. On this page, it's big. You could talk about the duck and how the duck wants to go swimming, and ask your child if they could think of other animals that go swimming or are in the water. You could have your child try to make a prediction. Now that the web is done, what do you think will happen? If you're not sure, maybe draw their attention back to this fly over here and see if you can help them think about what might happen next. Cock-a-doodle-doo, crowed the rooster. Want to catch a pesky fly? And the spider caught the fly in her web, just like that. So you could ask your child, oh, what happened to the fly? Oh, the fly was caught in the web. You could talk about even feelings. Oh no, the fly must feel so scared. But look at the spider, she's probably feeling pretty happy. Or you don't have to go there if you don't want to. Oh, hoo-hoo, asked the owl. Who built this beautiful web? You could ask your child, who did build that beautiful web? And see if they can remember that it was the spider that built it. The spider didn't answer. She had fallen asleep. It had been a very, very busy day. You could even talk about, who's sleeping? Oh, the spider. Why is she so tired? Oh, because she built the web all day long. You could ask your child if they could remember some of the animals that came to visit the spider during the day. And if they get stuck, you can go back and look at the pictures and see if that helps them out. You could also draw their attention to the fact that now there's stars in the sky and the sky is dark. So does that mean it's daytime or nighttime? See if you can talk about those types of things on the page as well. And that'll be the end.